Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks again for joining me. You're looking fabulous. Well, today, if you remember back to my Chinese New Year watch, I did this one, but I did it in a different case. Now, a fella reached out to me and asked me if I could throw, he loved everything, but just asked me if I'd throw it in a samurai case for him. So I said, sure, no problem. Well, little problem. You see what I done there? That was my fault, fighting with the bezel that I had chosen, and I monkeyed up the case. My bad. So I got him a new case. It's a Nemoki Mods Sam case. Now everything else is going to stay the same, but we decided we're going to change out the bezel to a black bezel, and gonna take this insert, put it on here, and he would like a decorated rotor. Not a problem. And we're going to put it on a different strap. The other one was all red. This one's black and red. And I think he chose wisely, because I think that's going to look like, altogether, that's going to look really, really good. So, this is what we're doing today. Let's get after it. And this is a Strap X Pro strap, by the way, in case anyone was interested. Put those aside for the moment. First thing we gotta do is get this out of here. And we'll put it in the new case. We have to press the crystal, get it out of this case. Well, where the heck? There we go. Now, I did my first live just recently. I hope everybody gets a chance to take a look at it. It's a bit of a behind the scenes. Holy cow! Who put that on there? It's a bit of a behind the scenes as to kind of what goes on in reality, honestly. I mean, it might all look easy in editing here, but the process is quite a bit more involved than I think a lot of people realize. I mean, I did a 1 hour live, and to be honest, I didn't have anything genuinely planned 100%, but even so, um, absolutely nothing went right. Nothing. And that happens. Parts I had chosen weren't fitting right, and yeah, that happens. Sometimes rather than choosing the parts for the watch, sometimes you wind up having the parts dictate what you're building. Everything's supposed to be within such and so specs, but that's not always the case. And I said this before, some companies, their parts are excellent. Company from one company to the next, all their companies are excellent. But for some reason, maybe they don't swap over nicely, and I've had that happen. They work, but you just get that feeling it could be working better. So, all right. Now, we need to get this crystal out of here. Now, I use this old guy for doing this. And I've got a bit of a trick to it for these domed crystals, because sometimes it's too big and it won't come out. So, I actually have like a bottle top, and that sits in there, you know, most cases I've found. This one, again, perfect. And that'll pop right down into there, and I don't have to worry. I'll just grab a smaller die. And because I don't want to I'm going to try not to have to clean the heck out of everything because everything was already clean. We'll do it like this. And this can be a little tricky sometimes getting it in there, but it does work. There. Just got to get it at an angle. There we go. That's the horrendous thing. You always feel like you're destroying something. Believe it or not, you don't do any damage doing that. It sounds terrible. That's for darn sure. All right. Take that out of there. Put it aside. Now we're going to make sure we clean everything up again as we reassemble into the new case. Here it is. And this is a, what is it? Moki Mods NMK 906PL. Excuse me. There we go. They sent it with a click spring and a crystal gasket already installed. So we're going to make sure that this is clean. And drop it in. That's it. Just that simple. I want to make sure this crystal's clean as well. Looks like some schmutz on it, but that happens from pressing and from popping it out as well. Still something on there, but I shall have to remove that. All right. Well, I'm going to give this a proper clean, and then we will get into pressing this into the case. All right. So I just clean that up best as I can. If I missed anything, we'll have to do it afterwards. Prefer to do it as much as I can right now because it's just easier. You can hold the whole thing in your hand, right? So let's get our press over here. Try and level up your crystal best you can. Turn it around. You know, see. Make sure you're starting off in the best way that you possibly can. Whoops. Doesn't help when wow, doesn't help when everything falls apart on you. Look at this nonsense. Get back on there, you son of a so-and-so. Alright. Whoops, sorry, bumped the camera. Because gotta do that. Now I'm just gonna give this a little a little squeeze. And then we look, make sure we're coming down even. I always rotate it no matter what. This is a much better press than that one I use for the bezels. But I still prefer to turn my cases as I'm pressing them. That way I know they're coming down nice and evenly. And I even go so far as I'll start, I'll make sure it's coming down evenly. I'll go from side to side, whichever side needs it the most. Then I'll turn it halfways, and then I'll turn it quarters, and then I'll turn it like an eighth of the way. I always want to make sure these are, crystal is down the way it should be. I don't know. Probably just my own little bit of OCD going on too. I'll admit it. I'll admit it. Okay. Stop bumping the camera, jackass. Sorry, you guys. Okay. Now, as you can see, you're nice and level. Nice and flush. I'm just going to take a quick look inside. Make sure that there's nothing in underneath the crystal. And we will case this one back up. All right. Let's do it. There we go. Like a butter. Looking fabulous. There we go. All right. Done and done. Now, what we're going to do is put this guy on the rotor for him. These guys are great. I managed to get one with a bit of a red and silver flash. You look at it one way, it's almost silver. You look at it one way, it's almost all red. So, I hope you like it. I like it. Now, this is just a metal sticker that you put on with a few dial dots that they provide for you. And that's it. You can buy whole rotor replacements. Yep. But that tends to be quite expensive. Whereas this is a very inexpensive, yet no less gratifying alternative. I mean, I could do this with a new rotor, but the cost goes up exponentially. I got the damn thing upside down, don't I? I don't know. Ha, that's why. Sometimes these dial dots don't come off the way you want them to. Here, I'm going to put this guy down here. Oh, come on now. Rub him down. Tear off the other dowel dot. There we go. That's what I was doing. Now I'm going to put this one right there. There we go. Toss those to the side for the moment. Oh, you son of a so-and-so. There we go. Now, as long as you don't press it down all the way right off the hop, you've got a moment to adjust. See what I'm saying? Because I'm way off. Look at that. Just got to get it evened out, and we'll be golden. Well, I'm going to do this off camera because it's a little bit easier for me to do so. All right, you see what I'm doing? It's a little fiddly, not impossible. All right, so after you are 100% satisfied with your positioning, only then gently but semi-firmly secure it in place. That's it. Don't push too hard because it's still a part of your watch, right? And that's it. Case back on. In case you're wondering why it looks a little goopy, it's because it's a brand new case back, so it's still has the sticker on it. Let's grab, if I could find the dang thing. Oh, here we go. These are handy, these little case holders. Sometimes when you're tightening a case back, they can dig into your hands. There we go. C'est magnifique. Now, we are just going to put that on there so we don't lose it. Alright, now to get this bezel insert off of here. This is a lot easier than you might think. First of all, always sharpen your tools. I keep mine, honestly, if I slip, I'm going to hurt myself. I keep them quite sharp, or I usually do. And if as soon as it's not sharp, I break something or I mess something up. Now what I'm doing is I'm just getting, for some reason, these are perfect for this. That angle that you get just from it being up against the back of the bezel and tucked in there, just between the bezel and the bezel insert, that is just, it's the right angle. I have yet to break a bezel insert. And it'll just pop right in there, pull it in, and then just go work it around. That's it. Easiest way that I've found to do it. And then you just clean up the 3M off the back of your insert and out of the off the bezel itself if you're going to reuse it. Honestly, I think this is the hardest part. And this is important. Do this part. Don't skip this part actually, because if you do and you double up on the 3M, or if you don't do your 3M nice and you have like rolls and stuff like this under it, it's not going to sit proper. It's not going to sit level in your insert, or sorry, in your bezel. And it will look off, I promise you. Long and boring, tedious. It's like picking gum off the bottom of somebody's school desk. Man. But at least it very rarely leaves a residue behind. So that's nice. Look at the upsides, right? Always look at the bright side. Always look at the bright side of life. $10 if you know where that's from. Okay, I think, oh, son of a, it's like a booger. Get off. Come on. Okay, we're good. Alrighty. Now, I'll show you guys something else that's real quick and easy. Take your 3M, your bezel insert sticker. Put it on something that you're not going to worry about. Take your knife, poke it in, and rather than trying to go nice and slow and trying to find the edge, check this out. As long as your blade is sharp, you can just run it right around. And it just kind of does its whole thing all by itself. Done. Now, just like most things, there's 101 ways people like to do this. This is my preferred method. I cut it out. I lay it on the insert and put it down. Whoops. I do it better than that. You screw it up, you start over. Put it down on the table. Move it around. Done. Always save these. Make great dial dots. And actually use those for all kinds of things. Hey, wait a minute. I should have been paying attention. Somebody should have been paying attention, eh? Because I wasn't. Get that out of there. Always leave your gaskets. Yes, it makes a difference. This one makes no difference for water resistance, but it does make a difference in how the bezel feels when you turn it. Sometimes it'll feel dry and it just doesn't feel nice. You'll know. And if you don't know, lube your next gasket just to see. And you will know right away. You'll feel it. Okay, that's gonna look great. That's the one we need. Garbage in the garbage. You gonna sit down for me? I see, now I'm paranoid. Ooh, she's toyed. Not perfect. I'll fix it. And not wreck the case this time. Alright, get stuff out of the way, and I'll fix this. Alright, that was an easy fix. Honestly, you just need to, it's a new bezel, new gasket, new click spring. Sometimes they're tight. Just needed to, work it in a little bit. Now, working a wunderbar. And let's get this bezel insert inserted. And then we throw it on a strap and we can call it a day. Well, we can call it a finished build, or finished rebuild, remodel, whatever the heck you want to call it. Just so people know in the future too. Whoops. Exactly like this fella did. Well, that's a really nice watch. I'd really like to buy it. Could you do this and this and this to it for me? Sure. All you gotta do is reach out, and if I can do it for you, I'm more than happy to. So, keep that in mind, everyone. Excellent. Loving it. All right, you guys. Let's get this strap. I almost said it. I almost said it. Let's get the strap installed. Let's do that. We will give it a final once over, and we shall be done with this one. There we go. Oh, and StrapX has come out with some new clasps, some milled clasps. I just don't have them yet, in case anybody's wondering. I know nobody asked, but maybe you did. Maybe I just didn't hear it. Or maybe I read your mind. All of these things are entirely plausible, right? So, an already awesome rubber strap just got even better. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I will use these fatty bars that came with the strap because they're made for the strap. Yep, that's right. That's how I want it. Oops. These are one of the simplest straps to install, short of, I don't know, maybe a NATO. Watch. I said that, and now I'm going to make it look hard for some reason. See? See? You dummy. You're going to learn one of these days. Keep your dang mouth shut. Don't talk so much. There. I don't know why. It's because I said something, that's all. See? They go in beautifully. Just me. Just me. See? I have to make things look difficult. It's not. I promise you guys. Wow. Okay. Well, this is going to work this time. There. Told you. Told you. All right. That is beautiful. I love that. That looks so really nice and aggressive. In a SAM case, I think that was a great choice. And your rotor back there, looking awesome. Cheers, buddy. I hope you enjoy it the way you made it. That's what I like to see. It's so much easier when people know exactly what they want. And yeah, that was great. Thanks again, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Really helps the channel. If you like the channel that much, hey, maybe consider hitting the join button down below and seeing what there might be behind the scenes and whatever else there is going on here. I would really appreciate it. I really want to do great things with this channel and go forward. So thanks again. Thanks for joining me. Love all you guys. Be good to everyone. Be good to yourselves. Cheers. See you next time.